This conference will now be recorded.
So here my agenda is to explain the basic settings and then classification hierarchy and then overview on item in PPM system. So in yesterday's session already we understood how we can create a portfolio and portfolio structure. So this portfolio structure is having portfolio definition and required buckets. So this buckets you can create as per your organization structure, as per your business process, as per your product. Okay, so that is up to you based on the reporting requirement. And here we have discussed the required configuration for the portfolio. So we are creating portfolio type to create a portfolio, and to maintain all the details in the buckets. We can add the currency, and we can add the capacity units. We can add the period, how you want to do the period breakdown. So all these things are basic settings to create your portfolio structure. Okay, so today I'll go for the classification hierarchy. Just a second, please. So here the classification hierarchy will understand the concept of classification hierarchy. So as I told you in yesterday's session that we can create one portfolio standard structure. Okay, so that will be used to create your all operative object within it. So let's say if you have created one bucket, one portfolio structure with the this bucket. Okay, let's say you are creating one product development, for example, and within that these are the buckets: training development, software development, education services. So in our case, we have taken one example that Myvandu Limited. Okay, this is the organization which is having two buckets. One is the IT infrastructure, another is the IT solution. So based on the services which we are providing to our customer, we kept these two buckets. So we may have these two buckets as an organization unit also. So this is a fix. This is your standard portfolio structure is fixed, and all the operative objects will be created within it. But sometimes we need to analyze our data in different dimensions also. Okay. So for example, let's say this is your standard portfolio structure, but tomorrow you just want to analyze your data with the countries where exactly you are executing a project. In my scenario, let's say I'm having IT portfolio, IT infrastructure, and IT solution. So IT infrastructure, whatever the projects you are executing, that need to be created within IT infrastructure bucket. So let's say some of projects you are executing in Australia, some projects in USA, some projects in Canada, some projects in India. And tomorrow, just you want to know that how many projects you are running in Australia. Okay, or specifically if you want to see how many projects you are doing in, let's say, implementation within IT infrastructure. So you need to have some additional hierarchy in the system. We are calling it as a classification hierarchy. This is optional. Okay, if you don't need, you no need to create it. But yes, if you are creating, definitely you will get your data in different dimensions. Okay, so here in the same example, let's say you are having one portfolio item. Portfolio item is a project. Okay, so here you have created this S/4HANA EPPM training item under training development bucket, and the same item you are executing in US and in Canada, or let's say in Germany and in Canada. So you can define the percentage also, whatever the workload you are having. This is 30% is in Germany and 70% belongs to Canada. Okay, so likewise you can see the reporting also. Okay, similarly your cost will also be segregated. So development cost is 100,000 USD and project revenue is 750,000 USD. So same is going to bifurcate according to your percentage which you kept it here. Okay, so there is a way how you can create a classification, but to create a classification structure we don't need to have any additional configuration. Whatever the standard portfolio structure type you are having, same will be used here for classification hierarchy creation also. Okay, Yeah, this is one another example here. Let's say it's one portfolio and which is having the classification hierarchy. So here in SAP PPM, the classification, you can have multiple classification hierarchy. The relationship between the portfolio, standard portfolio structure, and then classification hierarchy is 1 to n. Okay, so for the same standard portfolio structure, you can have multiple classification hierarchy in the system. Okay, so here only this is the level where you are going to maintain in the configuration, but this is automatically given. Okay, no need. Whenever you are installing the S/4HANA system, you are getting these details from your client 0. Okay, and you are maintaining it in your current client. And here just one place you need to select the factor. Even this is within item type which you are creating to create your items. So we'll understand first item type, and then we'll understand how we are defining the factors. So factors is just way it is giving you the functionality to bifurcate the amount. If you are not selecting factor, you will not get that option to enter the percentage. In that case, you will not be able to bifurcate your cost or revenue accordingly. To add some more requirement, here we are having RD also in the system. Okay, so we'll check this one also. Okay, before going for the portfolio item, we will discuss, we will see how we can create classification hierarchy. Just a second. Let me open the system here. Okay, so this is my system. Let me close this. This error I'm getting because this system was open. When I refresh the system, this you will not get this error here. Okay, just a second. Okay, so here you can create this okay, so I'm in NetWeaver business client. Okay, I'm in NetWeaver, but yesterday I have shown you through Fury. Okay, so just let me know, let me tell you exactly where we can find this classification hierarchy. Okay, so you need to go in portfolio and project administration. And here, when we are creating portfolio, you will see all the portfolios listed here. Okay, you can see here. You just need to click on the portfolio and project administration. Okay, and click here on the portfolio. Then you will see here portfolio and classification hierarchy. Okay, so these are the standard portfolio structure. And here, once you click here, you will get the classification hierarchy available. So Srinivas, how we are reaching here, you can directly log into the system. Okay, I'll provide you the system. So this is your, let's say, system here. Okay, and to come into NetWeaver business client, you just need to enter here NWBC. This is the transaction. So through NWBC transaction, you can launch your NWBC launchpad, and through this transaction /UI2/FLP, you can launch your Fury launchpad. Okay, so here just double click here or enter NWBC, you will get it here, and you just click here on NWBC and you will see different groups here. Okay, so you need to come here in these groups. Okay, we are having specific groups for portfolio project management. Just let me open that one. Okay, one second, this one. So here we are working for portfolio and project administration. You refer my yesterday's session for more detail. We'll discuss later if you are having any question. So once I click here on the portfolio and project administration, you click here on portfolio, you will see all the standard portfolios here. And if you want to create classification hierarchy, you just need to click here. Okay. And here, this is my active portfolio as of now, my Bandhu Private Limited. So if you want to switch into another portfolio, you need to go here in portfolio structure, okay, and then you need to click here on switch portfolio. Then only you can switch. So if you are switching here, you click on switch, and if you want to go to pharma headquarter, let's say, or if you want to open another portfolio here, Wipro Technology, you just click here. Let me select it. Go to OK. So it will open like this. So now, as of now, in this case, this Wipro Technology is active portfolio for me. If you want to see the classification hierarchy created for the same standard portfolio structure, you go to the portfolio here and you check in the classification hierarchy. It will show you. So these are the classification hierarchy available as of now. And this is created for different portfolios. Okay. So you can create direct portfolio here. You can create classification hierarchy also. Okay. So how you can do? You just click here. Okay. You select this one, portfolio. 1 second. Just a second, please. One second. Okay. So here we are here now, and how we can create a classification hierarchy? You just select here. Okay, you will be here in the classification hierarchy. Go to create classification hierarchy. You click here. Okay, and you need to select the portfolio type. So steps are the same. Okay, all the steps are the same how we have followed in our standard portfolio structure creation. So yesterday I have executed that transaction through Fury app, and today I'm executing this transaction through NWBC. Okay, you just see how I'm creating it. So let's say for me, information technology, this is the portfolio type. And here it's very important to note, you will see create cross portfolio classification hierarchy. Okay, so here it is written cross portfolio. Sometime you will get the question, okay, is this possible to create a cross portfolio structure? Okay, so this is the answer. Yes, this is possible, and you need to create a classification hierarchy. Previously, I have seen some of in some of sample papers in the certification that this was the question also. Okay, so here the classification hierarchy is cross portfolio. Okay, so when we are creating classification hierarchy, you need to select here portfolio type and go to continue. Okay, so here this classification hierarchy I'm creating for mybandhu.com, and here I will create for the locations. So let's say this is for mybandhu, and I'll write here in the location LOC. Okay, so this is my portfolio. Just I'm saving it here, and within this portfolio I will create the bucket, first level bucket, like how we have created a standard structure. See, go to create direct under portfolio. Yes, so here my location, same bucket I'm using. Financial and capacity information. Okay, status we need to select active, then go to financial and capacity information. So here is the place where we need to select the currency. So here we can have different currencies. So if you want to analyze your cross portfolio items, then you can analyze it in different currency also. So here I'm selecting USD. So in a standard portfolio structure, I'm using Euro, but here to analyze my data, I will use USD. Okay, and capacity unit, I'm selecting days. Start date, here I'm selecting 0101 2021, same as we have entered in standard. Sorry.
So Raghu, I have one question.
Yeah.
So we are maintaining a different currency here in the classification hierarchy, right? So the
Yeah,
main portfolio is having euro and this is
yeah.
USD. Now, say if I have 60 local currencies, do
Mhm.
I need to create 60 classification hierarchies or how it can be
No,
maintained?
no. You need to understand the reporting requirement, how they want to report. That is a separate case. You may need some different reports in different currencies. But here, how you are going to see all your proposals in
Hmm.
one shot with reference to your classification hierarchy. This is the idea here.
Okay.
Okay. So here in financial period breakdown, I have selected annually, and capacity period breakdown, I have selected annually. So this is the same process, same steps which we have followed in yesterday's session also. Okay. Next, I'll create buckets. So create sub bucket, go to create buckets, select parent manually, and let's say this is Asia. Okay, Asia. Another bucket I'll create Europe. Europe. Okay, so likewise you can create classification hierarchy. Exactly how we can use this classification hierarchy, I'll let you know once we'll go through the process of item. As of now, I can't show you exactly that how we can use this classification hierarchy. Once I reach to explain the initiative and the item, how we can include classification hierarchy in your item, we'll see that in detail. So here one step we have completed, that we have created classification hierarchy. This is one of master data. So we have created standard portfolio structure and we have created a classification hierarchy. This is my cross portfolio classification hierarchy. Very important to understand here, cross portfolio. Okay, so this is simple. Just we need to understand the next object called item. Okay, so here, 1 second. Yeah. So now we are here. We need to understand the item. Okay. So let's say your standard structure is ready. Okay, and your classification structure is ready. And now the system is given to users to use it. This is the only initial things. Apart from that, we are having different templates. Then we will understand it when we go through the process here. So first we need to understand what is a portfolio item, what is a portfolio initiative, how we are using it, and then we'll understand different templates also. Okay. So here, when we are going to understand, let's say you are here. Okay, just a second. So you have implemented SAP PPM system and your system is given for use. Okay. So your business, your portfolio manager, or let's say your steering committee is deciding to submit one proposal. Okay. So let's say I'm just taking one example here. He's a strategic manager here, or in the system in SAP PPM system, he's a portfolio manager. Portfolio manager. And his job to submit the proposals. So what he will do here, he will he will create he will create one proposal in the system. Okay. So let's say this is your proposal, and what kind of proposal? So let's say we are looking to implement some solution to provide the quotation, the integrated process to provide the quotation to my customer. Okay, just one example. So here in this proposal, we are not mentioning to implement CPM or some Oracle solution or some third-party solution. Just my requirement is that we need one solution where we can provide integrated ways to submit my quotation, submit my estimation to my customer. Okay. So here this proposal will be be created by portfolio manager, okay, or a strategic manager in the system. So once it is proposal is submitted, then it will go for the next stage. Okay, it will be analyzed. So who will analyze it? As per the nature of this object, as per the nature of this proposal, it will go to the IT department. IT department will check, yes, this is the requirement which is coming from sales department or customer relationship department, where they are struggling to submit their estimation to the customer. So they are looking for some integrated system where they can manage, maintain all the details which they are getting from the customer into the system, and based on that they can do the market analysis and can submit the quotation to customer. And we know already in our organization we are using SAP. Okay, so apart from that, we'll check the possibilities, what solutions we are having in the market. Okay, so that is the next stage. So analysis is saying yes, we need it, and second, the feasibility, the options which we are having in the market. So we may have the Oracle, we may have the other ERP, but when we are coming to additionally, when we are analyzing the technicality as per the SAP integration, then we'll say, okay, yes, CPM is also having one of similar solution which can be implemented for this requirement. So these proposals, where we are going with the phase of the proposals, okay, that will be taken care in the different stages. Okay, like first is analysis, second is a feasibility study, second is a technical feasibility study, then final is the approval. And once this proposal is approved, then it will go for the next stage of execution. Okay, so this is the way how we need to understand the system. So here when we are saying the proposal, this can be created as an initiative or it can be created as an item in the system. So we are having two objects available here in the system. Okay, so first of all, I'll explain the basics here. What are the initiatives we are having? What are the functions? And then item, then we'll understand further in the system. One second. Okay, so here item is basically providing you the functionality.
Are you showing the PowerPoint?
No, I'm reaching the same slide. Okay. So understand this example here. Okay, so this is your portfolio definition, which is having the portfolio buckets and next level of buckets. Here we can create a proposal as a proposal, the object called initiative in the system, or we can create item. So we have both the option. Okay, we can create an initiative or item. But first we'll understand the portfolio item, then we'll understand initiative, because here the portfolio item, whatever the functionalities we are having in the item that are not available in initiative. So first we will understand that one, and then we'll correlate with the initiative functionality. So here the portfolio item is representing individual projects, project proposals, services, or product initiatives. So whenever you need to submit any proposals, you can create item. Whenever your project is already approved, let's say you don't want to go for the proposal stage, you directly want to create as a item, as a project. Let's say if you are the event management company and your job is to manage the projects, okay, so event projects. So you don't want to go for the proposal stages and all. Whenever you are received, whenever the project is awarded to you, or whenever you want to go for any project, you will create directly that project in the system. So you can create item in the PPM system. Similarly, if you are providing any services or any product, in that case also you can create item in the system. So here the item is providing, it provides the basis for risk analysis and financial planning and capacity planning. So let's say if you are considering this item as a proposal, so you can do all the analysis, your initial analysis, you can do pre-investment analysis. Pre-investment, before even starting, based on the different KPIs, you can calculate the success factor. Okay, so success factor or KPIs in the different form like net present value, you can analyze the ROI, you can analyze the expected commercial values, you can analyze your technical feasibility. All these things you can manage in item. Okay, you can do the financial planning. So once you are going in the phase of analyzing financially, that time you can plan the financial values based on your structure. Okay, you can plan the capacities. Okay, you can plan the capacities on the item also. So once it is done, let's say you have created here portfolio item and it is going for various stages. So here in the portfolio item, we are calling it as stage gates or decision points, okay, or phases. These all three terminologies are being used for the same object, okay. But in PPM, everywhere you will see with the name of decision point. But in explanation, you can say it as a stage gates, you can say phase, you can say decision point also. So here, this particular item is one object, and decision point is another object which is going to link with your item. So when you're processing your item, then you need to manage it individually and you need to manage it decision point also individually. Okay, let's say this is having some code 110, and here this will have some different code, let's say 220, 2203, 2204, likewise. Okay, or it will have the different ID. So whatever the objects you are managing here, this is independent from it, but internally it is integrated. Okay, so this portfolio item will have status and decision point will also have status and other fields. So once your portfolio specific decision point is approved, then you can go for the next stage to transfer into your PPM project or PS project. That is the next stage. So here, when we are going to create portfolio item, you can create portfolio item directly in the system or you can copy it from template. Progress of item represented by the decision point. This is the phase or stage gates. Item can be created at last level of bucket only and allocation can be changed within portfolio. So here this item or initiative can be created at last level of bucket. You cannot create in between of two different levels of bucket. So it's crystal clear, always your initiative or item has to be created last level of bucket. Okay, and we used to call it as a AND node. And you can change the structure, you can change the bucket, you can reassign the different bucket at later stage, but within the portfolio. So let's say as of now, this portfolio item is assigned to bucket level 2, but tomorrow if you want to assign it to bucket level 1, this particular bucket, you can assign it, but within same portfolio. So this is the concept here. And next, when we are going further to understand the item, what exactly it is providing us, it is providing the functionality of financial planning. Okay, we can plan the values, we can forecast the values, we can get actual values from integrated system. We are having capacity planning, demand planning, and actual planning. We can analyze the risk. Okay, we can calculate expected commercial values and net present values, expected rate of return, success factor. We can manage our risk also. Okay, we don't have risk registered, but if you are using CPM also, that can also be utilized there. We are having way of integrating with DMS system. Directly you can upload the document to S4HANA PPM system also. Okay, and then integration with PPM project, PS project, and we are having integration with other objects through object link. We are having dashboard also. Okay, so these are some basic functionality here. And here this will be the assignment. I'll send you this separately assignment. First, we will go with the system, how we can create item within a portfolio structure, and then how we can process. Then we'll come back here to understand this assignment requirement. So just a second. Yeah, so going to share my screen system. So here, as of now, we are in Wipro technology. Okay, so just I'll go here. I'll open in Fury also. Okay, so this will be easy. So here, this is your SAP GUI screen. Click here, more information. Go to. Okay, and we are here, and I will open. System is taking time to load the data here. Okay, so here I need to go down. Okay, so 1 second. These are the different areas here: project management, project management office, project stream committee, program management. Okay, so here we are having buckets, classification hierarchy also, and here we can create item. Okay, so portfolio item. You click here on the portfolio item. So here are all created portfolio item. So to create, this is the item dashboard. You can see the items created here. This is the ID. This is the item type. So item type is a key data structure which you need to configure in the system. This is start date, end date. This is the current status of your item. Changed by. This is the category. Okay, and apart from that, you can manage other data also. You just scroll right. Okay, and you can see the budget status, scheduling status, staffing status, all these details you can see, decision points. Okay, so this is a item dashboard. To create item under the portfolio pro technology, you need to click here on the create. Okay, so once you are going to create here, you will see the option create item or create multiple item. So you can create multiple item also same time, but we will follow with the single item creation. You just click here and go to create item. Here we need to select the bucket under which we are going to create this item. Go to select bucket. You will see the entire structure here where you can create your item. This will show here as a green. So let's say I just want to create one proposal for my requirement, which I have just explained, that I need one system where this will help us to manage our pre-tendering activities. So I'm saying it is an IT solution. I need one IT solution. Go to OK. And here you can select item type. Okay. So when you are going to create an item, you can create with reference to item template or with reference to item type. So you can select any one. If you are selecting item template, this will be disabled. If you are using item type, then item template cannot be used. So here, let's say you want to create SAP license. You want to create one proposal or one project for SAP license. Okay, you just want to buy it. So I'm having already one template within this portfolio, and you can select it. If you want to create any SAP infrastructure project, you can select it here. Or if you want to directly go with the item type, you select it here and you can select. So I'm using IT proposals, my Bandhu license. So just select it, go to continue. Yeah. So this is the detail here. Okay. And here you will see name. So I'm writing here need pretender solution. I am keeping ID as it is. Okay. This ID I'm keeping as it is. I'm not changing, but if you want, you can change it also. I'll let you know when exactly it is required to change. Here status you can see as of now it's in preparation. Okay. And here we don't have any project template to transfer into other system. Let me select other item type. I think here it is not available. I will select some existing one. One second. So I'm going with the same step again. Go to create item, and go to select bucket, IT solution. Let me see, internal project, SAP infrastructure project. Okay, just a second. I'm just checking whether I'm having. I think for this one also it is not there. Just a second. I'll go with the infrastructure. Okay, IT solution. Yeah, here I'm having. So what I'm doing here, just see the steps here. I'm just selecting this one, create. Okay, go to create item. Okay, and here select bucket. Go to Wipro technology. Let's say solution itself. Go to OK. I need one consulting solution, so I'm selecting consulting project. Okay, and then go to continue. So what I was checking here in system already for this particular item type, which I have selected to create this item, this project management template is available. Okay, so that you can transfer into your project at later stage once it is approved. Okay, so as of now, you can see here specification, design, implementation, testing. These are the different decision point or stage gates here, but it is not visible completely because I need to save the data before. So here I'm saying pre-tendering solution requirement. Status is in preparation, and here I will write my requirement in detail. What is this? Need a solution to manage pre-tendering activities along with need some solution for estimation preparation. Okay, so this is the requirement. And here, when exactly I need it, let's say in initial stage, if I know, I can enter the start date or end date, otherwise I can leave it here. Okay, so I'm just leaving as it is. Go to save. Okay, so now you can see here it is a coming. You can see the different data. Let me explain it. So here, this is a. These are some options available here. This is a SAP item header data. Okay, this is a SAP item header data. And here you will see detailed data, SAP item detailed data. Okay, and individually, whatever you can see, these are my stage gates or decision points. So here, this is a structure under which it is created. Okay, this is a Wipro technology. Within Wipro technology, it's for IT solution, and this is a pre-tendering solution requirement. And here it is ID called from exactly. This is ID. This is a name. This is showing the consulting project budget status. On budget, as of now, nothing is there. Schedule status, nothing it is there. Status, status, nothing is there. Okay, properly staffed risk, nothing is there. Okay, because we have not done anything still. These are the decision points. So once you will click here on the decision point, it will take you different screen where you can process that data. How you are analyzing, how you will come to know whether it is an item or bucket, always look into header. So here it is written item. Okay, and here you will see all the tabs: overview, fees and decision points, deliverable, relationship, documents, notes, miscellaneous, custom component. Within the same, within the all tabs, you will see sub tabs also. So if you see here for overview, general information, within general information, all details are there. Okay, this is ID status, this is item status, description, start date, end date. Okay, if you are considering this item as a proposal, so in configuration in item type, you need to say that this particular item type you are going to use as a proposal. So as of now, it is not as a proposal, it is a directly considered as a project. So the proposal concept we'll understand once it go for the configuration individually. If you want to escalate it in certain stage, you just click here, escalation. This will reach to the different tab. Different tab means when you have created this item and you have saved, this will be automatically available in your item dashboard. Okay, here you can see pre-tendering activities. Let me refresh it. Active item also it will show. Implementation. It should come here. Okay, just let me enter some more data here. It will come here on the all item and in the active items. Okay, so if you are selecting this active, if you are escalating, okay, let's say in certain stage, if you want to escalate as a program manager, you just need to select it here. Once you are selecting and saving, then automatically the same will appear here on your escalations. So how you can see, you come here, go to active escalations. So this will come here. Now you can see pre-tendering solution requirement. So it is coming in active solution, active escalation. If you are selecting proposals, automatically it will come here on active proposals. And once you are removing this option, automatically it will be removed from escalations. So let's say if you want to escalate on certain stage, you need to just select escalation. You can manage one workflow in between, so it will directly go to your higher management. And once this escalation is resolved, this will be deselected. So automatically it will come in your active item. Here you will see additional information. It is giving you exactly in which decision points you are as of now. So decision point information is 0 to 4. As of now, you are not in any decision point. You are not working for this. You have not processed anything as of now. Some decision points details you will see. You will see probability technical success, questionnaires, all these details you will use in later stage. This is the classification. Okay, in classification, what is the category? So let's say this is the IT category. What is subcategory? This is a, let's say, software requirement, technology type. I'm saying enterprise software. Group, I'm saying, let's say, some capacity management project. And area, let's say, I'm saying it's India. Location, I'm saying, let's say, within India. So here, this data you can maintain directly in the configuration. This is your KDS, and this will be available here for selection. Based on this data, we can find the resources also, because this location is going to be used to compare your master resource, employee data with this location. So it will help us to fetch the relevant employee also. Okay, and next is edit classification. Whatever the classification structure we have created, that will be available here. So now this item you can assign. As of now, this item is within IT solution, but according to, as additional to that, if you want to say that this item, this specific proposals or the project is belongs to India or let's say Asia as per our classification structure. So what we'll do, we'll go to the edit classification and we'll select our classification hierarchy which we have created. So we have created my window location. So you will see Asia and Europe. So you want to use what you want to use, Asia or Europe. Let's say you want to use Asia, you select it here. And if you want to use Europe also, so you select it here. And factor, you enter the factor, let's say 40% is in Asia and 60% is in Europe. So whatever the solution is going to be implemented here, this is going to use 40% in Asia and 60% is in Europe. So accordingly, your financial data is going to be bifurcated. Click on OK. Now you will see this detail here. Okay. This will be available here. It's 40 and 60%. How we are getting this factor and all, we will understand. Go to the financial information. Here you can manage your financial planning. All this financial data will enter in the next stage. Then capacity information. All capacity relevant data will enter here. Custom long text field. We can create our custom long text field as per our requirements. So let's say when you are going to start this project, what is the project objectives? What is project risk? What is requirement details? What is project scope? All these things you can enter. Here in this system, I have customized, I have done the configuration to get these different custom long text here. Okay, in your system, nothing will be available here. So there is one specific configuration. We'll understand how we can add all these custom long text field in item. Okay. Then go to phase and decisions. Here you will see the list of the phases and decisions. So as of now, we are in the progress of first phase specification, and here you will see the active review, closed review. There is one process to review your item. So whatever the reviews you are creating, that detail will be available here. Deliverable will be available here. You can maintain your deliverable. Relationship between the different items, documents and notes, you can manage it here. Miscellaneous, this is for authorization purpose, and custom component. If you want to add some additional fields, if you want to have some more data here in items, so this is the tab which is going to be used, and this the programming has to be done by the ABAP or Webden Pro consultant, and then field will be added into table and will be available here. So this is the explanation of item, what we are having within item. Okay, I'll explain here integration. I'm focusing on integration first. What is exactly the process flow step? So here, let's say we are entering some plan start date and plan finish date. So your plan start date is, let's say I'm going to start this project from 1st of November and we will finish it on next year, let's say on 31st of October, save it. So within a 1 year, we are going to deliver it. And whenever you are going further in system, whenever you are doing the work as per your business steps, and then you need to complete in the system also. So let's say this item is in preparation now and you are going to submit it for review. Okay, so you just need to select this status here for review and save it. This is the user status. In SAP, we are having two types of status. One is a system status, another is a user status. System status are those status which are going to be set automatically once you are performing any transaction. But user status are those status which you can change as per your requirement, as per your process. You can manage it, develop it. Okay, so here this is user status, and based on user status, based on this user status, we don't have any transaction control. Purely it is being used for workflow. That's it. There is no transaction control, nothing, no validation. Okay, so let's say I have submitted for review. Okay, and yeah. So when I have created it, actually I have selected one checkbox. I would not select that. So that's why the project is also created. I supposed to show that, but I'll show you in the different item, not a problem. Okay, so here this is status which you have set. Okay, and you want to process the decision point, you need to click here on the specification. Once you click here, it will take you to the another screen. This is a decision point, you can check it here. So within this decision point, you will see the general information, what is the decision point status, you can see it here, who is the responsible person. Okay, all these details you can check. Documents and notes, you can have specific document and notes for the decision point. Okay, you can attach it here. Miscellaneous, this is for authorization assignment, role assignment, ECL. Okay, so let's start from the document attachment itself. We are having two approaches here. As we know, we can directly attach the document to SAP server, okay, or we can connect with the SAP DMS, okay, document management system. With to integrate with DMS, you have to configure the RFC, you have to do some primary settings, then only you can do it here. And this document directly to S4HANA to PPM system, you can upload from here. So the same thing I have explained in yesterday's session also. You just select it here, go to select, check in. So this is a document which I have added here. Okay, so if you remember, when we are creating item, okay, we are here now. Just a second. Yeah. So let's say your proposal or your project is ready now. Okay. So I'm saying your project proposal is approved. Okay. This is your proposal analysis step. Okay. Second is proposal. Sorry. Finance technical analysis. Next is financial analysis. Okay. And last is, let's say, execution. Okay, execution. So, for example, by processing your decision points, you have completed analysis, technical analysis, financial analysis, and you are in the stage of execution. Before that, you need to transfer this project into your PPM system or PES system. So we are having two approaches here. For this portfolio item type, we have configured for project management. So what is going to happen here? Based on the selection of template, you can transfer into your PPM project. Okay. So here I'm saying PPM project. And same project, you can open it here in system. So as I have selected by default settings there, so that's why this was able to transfer into your PPM project. So if you want to see your integrated PPM project, you just click here on this project tab. You click here on role or task, it will take you to the PPM project. You click on task. Now this is the PPM project. Here is the project definition. These are the phases here, TVR1, TVR2A, TVR2B. You can click here, you will see the different tasks here. This is a milestone. Okay, so all the details you can see here. This is the project management. Okay, there's a project here. If you want to switch into item, you just click here on the item, it will take you to the item itself. So I'll create one more item again, and I will not select this default creation of project. You will see how it works. So let's see, I'm here in the Fury. Okay, go to create item, select bucket, go to IT solution. Okay, consulting, go to continue. Directly I'm saying here CPM implementation. Okay, and here is the project management template which is going to use. So we are having two template which we can select here. So I am selecting this create project on saving. That's why it was created. The project was created. I'm deselecting it. Okay, and then I save it. So you will not see what is this. I think one second. I'm sorry. Actually, I have selected again this one. This should not be default. Selecting something. Okay, so CPM implementation. Okay, I'm deselecting create project on saving. Okay, now I will enter start date. Let's say this 22nd of October, and just I'm keeping some dates here. Okay, and then save it. So once I'll save, this will not create project now. Okay, now you can see there is no project tab here. It is not available. So once you are reaching a certain stage where you are looking to transfer into PS project or PPM project, then only you need to select it. So here it has to be go in the process way. Okay, it will not be directly whenever you are creating items same time it will be reflected. No. So we'll understand in the proposals steps. Yes, this is the steps, and then we are going to the next step then further. So let's say in later stage, if I want to transfer into PPM project, then only I'll select, and here I'll select the template. We can have this creation of PPM project automatically also based on the selection of status here. So let's say tomorrow if I'm going to approve it, that time only system should transfer this PPM or PS project directly to relevant area. But here it's an enhancement. Okay, it's possible, but it's a development. So I'm selecting this second template, go to save. Okay, once I'll go for save, automatically you will see one more button is added here, project, and then you can see the created project here. This is a project created. And the same I'll show you for the PS project also. Okay, how it can be transferred. So I am having a specific item type in this system for this portfolio type that is integrated with PS. So let's say select bucket, go to IT solution. Okay, Item type, I'm selecting IT infrastructure, SAP infrastructure project. Let's say item is server installation. Here the important, this ID will not work because in project system I'm using coding mask. So it has to be compatible with my coding mask, then only it will work. So in coding mask, in this system I'm using ECO coding mask, ECO, and I'll say it's a 2001. Okay, so I'm entering it manually, but through enhancement it can be selected automatically also. Okay, and I'm entering here start date, plan start date, some date is there, and plan end date is also there. 30th November. Okay, and save it. So I have not selected any template or any automatic creation of project. Data saved successfully, and these are the different stage gates. So based on the selection of your item type, the stage gates are going to be different. So here it's a requirement collection, BV preparation, realization, final preparation, go live, and support. So actually this is your ASAP methodology steps of SAP implementation. Let me show you here how it is going to transfer into PS. So you select here create project on saving, you select the template here. So SAP implementation project or SAP PS integration. So here I am selecting SAP implementation project, go to save. Once I'll save it, it will create a project in PS. If everything is right, your ID should be compatible with coding mask of PS project. It is taking okay, it is created, but sometimes it shows here. Okay, let me see in the system. So PS project you can check in CJ20M. Okay, here you come, you check it here, ECO hyphen 2001. This is my, yeah, it is created SAP implementation project. If you open it here, it will be open. So this is the project which is transferred from PPM system, but why it is showing, sometimes it happens here, it takes time to, yeah, so it is coming ECO could not be created, already existing, so not a problem. Okay, and oh, WBS ECO could not be created. I think this project was already there. Let me change it. One second. And I need to change this because everything is dependent on this one, my code. Let me save. One second. Let me save this. Okay. I will try to save this one. Could not be already existing. All are existing. Let me see this one. 55. See, actually, here I can follow one more step here. I can search it from PS. Yeah, now it is created. So it is created 2055. You will see this one more button here, and you will see the different structure here. So once you are clicking here on PS project, it will take you to the same project in CJ20 and HTML transaction. So I'll show you in the GUI directly how it looks like. Go to open here, ECO hyphen 2055. So this is the project just now which we have created. Okay, press enter. This is the project. And why it is coming in this way, I'll let you know. Because it is showing me server installation is in red. Okay, so there is a concept of ECO if you are aware about it. ECL, sorry, ECL. You know the concept of ECL? So here in this project, ECL is activated. That's why it is coming. So we can delete this ECL by transaction C and ECLD. I'll explain the concept of C and ECLD in next session. You also try to find out if you can find some relevant things. However, I'll clarify it. So I'm deleting this ECL. Okay, then I'll show you here in the CJ20N. It will show you now everything. Okay, now it is not hiding anything. So ACL access control list is the way where we can control the authorization at next level. Okay. So PFCG role, whatever is provided, that is one thing. But top on that, if you want to just if you want to restrict your project data from others, okay, even they are having the similar roles like you, so you can use the ACL in that case. Okay, so you need to activate that ACL in project system and project profile, and you will get one tab here, one more tab, ACL. There you can restrict other users to see or to write or to display or to provide authorization as an admin. So this is the way here how we are going to understand the steps. Okay, so exactly as per our process steps where we are existing. Just a second, I'll show you in the system here. Where we are. Okay, so we are understanding all the steps. Details will go definitely. We just need to understand the process flow. Okay, work for that so that we can go in the detail here. Here in our process, we are here.
I think so. Yeah. Good. Thanks.
So you are having portfolio definition, then bucket, then under that you have created item, and this item we can transfer into PPM project here or into PS project. In PPM project, that is the next step to transfer into internal order or PS project or SCM, how it is going to integrate with MSP or MRS. We will understand in the next component process, but now we are going to focus on these objects only. Okay, then we'll go further. Okay, so what you need to do here, there is a specific chapter in that book. I'll send you one book, standard book. Okay, there you need to. We are following the similar sequence what is given in that book. But if it is not exactly the sequence wise, you can follow the same chapter in that book, and you go through of all the write up, and you understand there are some questions also given in the end. Okay, you just need to look into it. And apart from that, I'm having one assignment here. Okay, so just a second. This is a simple assignment, nothing much. What we need to do here, create an item template. Create item template. So just ignore it. Item template, I'll let you know how you can create an item using the item type at last level of bucket, assign it to the classification hierarchy, and create dependency. Okay, so how you can create a dependency? What is the meaning of dependency? Let's say here in this example, if you want to have a separate item type for the proposals, and once your proposal is approved, then with reference to that proposal, you want to create one operative item. In that case, relationship has to be created. So dependency is nothing, it's just creating of relationship. You go to relationship here and you can create that. You go to create. Okay, and here you need to write the relationship name. Okay, so let's say you are saying for project execution. Okay, and let's say APXEC. And you need to select the item. Okay, so based on the different search areas, you can find out the items, and let's say these are the some item. Okay, so I'm selecting this one. One second. Why it is not showing now? One second. It is not showing me the selection. There is a place. Search result, it is fine. Okay. Node return selected dependency cannot be saved. So now I can save it. So this relationship, you just creating relationship between the two items. So this is a dependency type finish to start between your this item and the selected item here. So let's say you are saying once your proposal will finish, then only you are going for CPM implementation. Okay. So when you are creating a proposal, there in the proposal item, you need to create a dependency that you are finishing it, and then you are starting the CPM implementation. So we are having different dependency types here: finish to start, start to finish to start, start to finish, start to start, and finish to finish. Okay. So you need to create dependencies also. Okay. And if you are okay, if everybody is fine, we can have one more session in between of this week. So we can plan it on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever it is okay for you.
This
Different
conference
reporting.
will now be recorded.
Okay.
Yeah, that is only for reporting purpose. Okay, once we'll have some group of item, then you will come to know exactly what is there. But
Yeah,
let
right.
me show you at initial level. Okay, let's say when you are going back here and you want to see your items available in Asia. Okay, that is your requirement. So what you will do, you will go to the classification hierarchy here. Okay, you go to classification hierarchy. Okay, now we need to switch into the classification hierarchy. Let's say this is the my Bandhu location. Okay, and here you come. Now in first instance, you will see some details here. You can see items. These are the two items. One is in Asia, one is in Europe. Okay, so let me see exactly what is that. You go to the Europe. Okay, and go to the item tab here. Okay, and in this item tab you will see this is the one item is available. So no need to go here and there. Based on my classification, I will see everything at my one place. Okay, so if I want to process it, then steps are the same. So this is just to add one more step to one more level to see the details, one more dimensions to see the details of your item or initiative.
Yeah, right. So I guess that the assignment of 40 and 60% we'll see the impact in some later stages.
Yeah, yeah.
But can we consider classification hierarchy as a different reporting requirement of an organization? And second question is that can we see assignment across the portfolio?
Yes, your both the questions are correct. You can do cross portfolio. That's why we are saying it's a cross portfolio hierarchy.
Yeah, right.
And
Right.
your first question is also correct. You are doing it only for the reporting purpose. Apart from that, we don't have any other reason.
Right. My last question is for item creation. When we created the item that was in proposal stage, so item moved to a project stage when we hit that button to save the item as a project, right? So
Yes,
is that the point where our item converts from a proposal to a project, or it's
correct.
something different?
That is correct. That is correct. Your understanding
All
is
right.
exactly correct. So when you are saying your item is approved, okay, that time you need to transfer into PPM project or PS project.
And at that time, our item won't show in the active proposal, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Great. Thanks.
Okay. And Srini, you just need to go through with my yesterday's session. Okay, I'll arrange to share you the recording, and we will have one more session in between. If you need any clarification, I will take one separate session. I'll clarify all your questions. Okay, don't worry. It's first day for you, so maybe that understanding is different. But it was started yesterday only. Before that, just it was like overview what EPPM is and everything, and the same thing was repeated in yesterday's session. We'll go properly in the steps to understand the business cases, transactions, and I think my flow is also fine. If you are okay with that, that is, I will follow the same. If you want to make it is little fast or slow, you just let me know. I'll go in the same way. Okay. So I'm closing it for day. The same recording will be available soon, tomorrow, today or tomorrow morning. Okay, and if you want to have, we will discuss on WhatsApp if we can have one more session on Tuesday or Wednesday. So better to keep it a little fast. Okay.